Age of A, he's back.
I'm back, baby!
Seriously?
Yes, that's the first thing I could think of. I stick with it. Hey!
This is Chris Pettigrew, aka Mr. Lover Lover. You might remember him from such videos as Foxcatcher.
That's it.
That blockbuster that we reviewed when
was that, October?
fucking... No, it's got to be around Christmas time.
I have no idea.
Anywho, now we've just watched Fury Road, and fuck me.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's the best way of describing it. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's very
springs
much
to
shit.
mind. Holy shit! Springs to mind.
It's fucking insane, right?
I thought Fast 7 was going to be the craziest movie I watched this year.
No, that Fast 7 was the stupidest movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But it was pretty fucking mental as well. Vin Diesel jumping at helicopters, come on.
Vin Diesel jumping at helicopters. Vin Diesel stomping a car park on top of just...
See, I thought him jumping off a crumbling car park at a helicopter with a bag full of grenades, landing on an ambulance, surrounded by cops and walking away was going to be the craziest thing I've seen this year.
No.
No.
No,
No.
not in the slightest.
Nowhere near.
So let's not do spoilers on this as best we can.
As best we can.
But alright, so just like a hesitant spoiler warning, let's say, like a current,
To be honest,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the story was, so
right.
I'm spoiler free.
Alright, let me see. Max, played by Tom Hardy, gets captured by these guys who worship the deity figure of Immortan Joe, who's really fucking naughty. I liked him.
The character idea was interesting.
And his mask was
It was
great.
interesting.
He was, you know.
A very imperfect human.
I
posed
loved
as a
his
perfect
voice. I loved his voice.
god. Yeah.
You know, and there's a really weird bit, somewhat spoilers, where he goes, "Was it human?" And I'm like, "What the fuck else could it be?"
Yeah,
You know
I
that?
didn't even pick up on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "So what?" Yeah, that's weird. Or maybe they're just like mutants or something, or but like a perfect specimen of a human. I don't.
I
What
don't know.
defines humanity in this world?
We have no idea what he
No.
was.
So Max gets kidnapped by these guys, and then the movie starts, and then it's all about Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, and she goes rogue on the way to, where was it? Gas
petrol.
To get petrol.
depot.
The petrol place. And she goes somewhere else, and Immortan Joe's like, she's not supposed to be going there, and she's taking something that we won't reveal, and then they all chase after them, and Max is strapped to a car, and then he's not strapped to a car. And that's as much as I can say, really, because the movie is just it's the biggest car chase you've ever seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And explosions.
Explosions,
Things
bitches!
just blow up sometimes for no apparent reason, and then things happen that you think, here's another explosion, but no explosions there.
Just no.
The explosion count is massive, but inconsistent.
This is true. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... what I've always liked about Mad Max, especially Thunderdome, for all the shit that they did, it was like, that's the post-apocalyptic world to me, right? And you can see that if you play Fallout, you can see there's an influence there. Really. That's it. Like, not zombie apocalypse, not robot apocalypse, but like the actual apocalypse. Like, if we ruined the world for ourselves, that's my image of it. And this really plays up to it because everyone's a freak.
Yeah.
Everyone's buck mad.
Yeah, there's no one normal in inverted commas anymore.
Well, Max isn't even... It's called Mad Max. I've always thought, and this is really true in this movie, that he's just kind of disgruntled. Not even angry Max, not even crazy, but he does have, like, PTSD or something going on. Those, like, flashes. He gets, like, flashes.
I don't know. Is he crazy? Maybe it's crazy.
That's
He doesn't seem to have any sort of thought of his own safety. He just does what he thinks.
He just fucking does.
And he just does, and sometimes you go, why are you doing this? And he doesn't give a fuck. He's wearing his jacket.
It's not his movie at all.
I wouldn't even... Yeah, he's not even... He's barely a major character.
Like, Max could drive off halfway through the movie and do something else.
And he wouldn't be...
And the movie wouldn't really... he does something in, like, the third act that sort of turns it all around, literally. But, no, like, it could be... You could deposit anyone there. It could be somebody else doing some of the Max things. It doesn't rest on Max's shoulders.
But then that's quite smart, because you're thinking, Tom Hardy's quite a big name. He's in quite high demand at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't want to be tied down to another franchise. And by making him a secondary character, you're starting a franchise that's not reliant on having Tom Hardy. I mean, Charlize Theron, for example, she hasn't worked in years.
No.
Hasn't worked in years.
I can't remember the last thing I saw.
She's not going to turn down a 3-movie deal.
No, fuck.
He might.
And she's earned it off the back of this. She impressed me. That bit, there's a bit where she walks out into the sand and she just, like, you just see the music, the orchestral score comes up and she just screams like, this is how you movie.
But it was the cinematography of that as well. The low shot showing the background, quite high, desolated sky, sand, slow motion sand blowing. It was beautiful. Beautiful shot.
That's it. There's like, it's a beautiful vista. For all the mayhem that they put into it, the colouring, there's very little CGI. I mean, there's CGI when there needs to be, but
there's quite a bit in the action scenes.
Well, I mean, okay, they didn't just make a sandstorm. Well, they did. CGI wise, but like I thought that was beautiful because that wasn't a Michael Bay sandstorm. There was a lot of colouring and lighting and like the lightning coming into that. Yeah, that was like the beautiful, flares. and the flares as well, man. Sway there up, love it. But okay, there's CGI when there needs to be, but shit does get blown up. Those are real vehicles. Yeah. Those are real nut jobs on fucking pogo sticks.
It was the stunt drivers as well.
Yeah,
the stunt driver, the bit where they arrive and the motorbikes come down the sand dunes and you see the stunt driver near come up.
Yes. Man, it's just, there's so many like little different factions in this. It's so great. Like you've got these guys with the Morton Joe and all the fucking war boys with the white getting spray.
You also have the ones near the start. They say, "Oh, it's the Depot Boys," and you never see them.
No, but
they are referenced for some ungodly reason.
I mean, there is a moment where she's like, "What can you see?" And she goes, "Oh, I can see flamers and these guys, and there's the main guys." And you never see them do anything. They're just
there. It's just like world building almost.
We need to take a moment to speak about the guy who stole the movie. That wasn't Matt. Well, except for Charlize Theron, who did. But the other guy. You've heard about it. If you've seen the trailers or if you've heard other people talk about it, yes, that dude in red who plays guitar in the chase scene, he's strapped to the front of the car. It's just, on the back of it, it's just these guys with drums, and then he turns around and sings, and it's a guitar that shoots flames, and that's his only job. He just, that's it. And then he doesn't have eyes or anything.
He doesn't have a face.
He doesn't have a face. He's just a guitar.
Hideously mutated, either through some form of experiment or some birth defect, but he's not human.
No.
He looks like Voldo from Soul Calibur. So he does. That's who he looks like. He wears a mask most of the movie, and he's incredibly thin. He just might be a Voldo from Soul Calibur. But amazing.
I just it's like a mutated Tom Morello or something, because he just keeps he doesn't stop playing guitar. Well, there's one moment when he's asleep.
He's asleep,
but
on his guitar.
On his guitar. But they stop in a swamp at one point, and they can't go any further, and he's still just vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yeah, he's the score.
He's keeping the movie.
He's just, every time there's an action scene, you hear a
there he is.
There he is.
That guy.
Amazing. The best thing.
Oscar
nod.
Oh yes, that was the nod.
The Oscar nod.
That was the Oscar nod that I give. What else? Fuck me.
I'm just thinking it's just a fucking batshit insane. It really was.
Because if you look at Ridley Scott did Prometheus. So anytime you get a director who goes back to the well, it's like we've kind of been like George Lucas did Phantom Menace. Ridley Scott did Prometheus. Now we've got this, but he beat it. He beat the curse. Yeah. It's amazing. It's
for sure.
Fucking, it's insane, and it's beautiful. A 70-year-old man was running around in the desert blowing up cars. Who the fuck let that happen?
That should happen every day.
But it was
if the results are going to be stuff like this, they should just let everyone blow up cars in the desert.
Fuck yeah.
Just fucking for Vance, I would.
What do you think of all it's a feminist propaganda piece? What do you think of all that shit?
Why is that? No, it's not. There's a number of strong characters. You also have other female characters who aren't strong at all, but they do have their moments. But
they really do.
They're not. It's not a feminist, is it?
I wouldn't. No, it's not. I mean, well,
They rely on a man.
Not even really. I mean, there's a man who comes and goes and he helps out.
There is
But
several scenes where they rely on Max.
That's true, and so far as the main bad guy is this dystopian male deity warlord, I guess it's anti-man, but like just it's fucking nonsense, dude.
I don't think so. I don't even think that. I think the whole point of the bad guy, not seeing his face, not seeing his body.
Yes.
You only see bits and glimpses of his real self, and he's not perfect.
He
seems to be hideous, and that's why he wears this Darth Vader type mask and body armor. It's just showing that people are no longer perfect. There's no perfect human. There's no such thing anymore.
Yeah.
Is that feminist?
No,
it's not, mate.
That's human.
Not bad. That is beautiful, man. That's an analogy for the human condition. You heard it here first, guys.
That's right.
This guy.
Let's talk about Hardy's accent.
There was no accent.
It doesn't belong to anywhere.
There was no accent.
It's just his voice.
Yeah, there's times where he's Locke from Movie of the Same Name with an Essex type accent for one or two words.
Sure
Other times he's Bean. Other times he's Tom Hardy from down the pub. Other times he's Tom Hardy public speaking. He has no accent. There's
but
no accent.
He's not Australian, that's for damn sure.
No, never. He never utters night.
But I don't mind that because he's like Max is a man apart. He's the low, so I'm okay with that. You know, it's like whenever Altair was the only American in Assassin's Creed 1. I thought it was cool.
You can pick up on that.
No, fucking really? Time of the Crusades, and there's this one American assassin running around in the Middle East.
Pick up on that. No.
I didn't mind it. He sounded really well spoken. Kind of reminded me like Anakin Skywalker. I didn't mind it.
I don't know how I missed that.
Alright, so final thoughts?
Not a great movie, but a great ride. Sit down, buckle yourself in, and just enjoy it.
Just have it. All over your face, neck and chest.
I wouldn't put it on the upper echelons of action movies. I would put it somewhere in the middle. It was good, but it was exhausting. I came out of the cinema and I was knackered, and I was just watching a freaking movie. It was. That was just crazy.
It was a thrill ride, man. It was good.
The first 5 minutes, we have a monologue, a lizard being eaten, a car chase, a fist fight, a brawl, a drowning, and a flashback in the first 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes, and it was just assaulting your senses from start to finish. 2 hours running time, 2 hours of you like this.
We saw it in 3D, and you don't need to.
I think it was done in post as well, because the 3D effect was really, really poor.
Given the action, given what they could use, there's no moment where you see like a tire or anything going, what?
Until the end. It was post. I'm almost certain it did not look like native 3D, because it only occurs in outside scenes and scenes of high action, and it has the opposite effect of what good 3D does. You want to see a good 3D movie, go see The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Well, and The Hobbit, at least it was filmed natively.
It was that.
And it does have, like, the whole point of 3D is to give depth to things, but there was one scene right at the very start where Max is having a flashback and there's a car and a human being involved. That's all I'm saying.
Oh!
And the person looked wafer thin, and it looked superimposed upon the background, and it had the exact opposite effect of what they wanted you to have. The 3D is fucking dire. Yeah, it's dire. Don't even bother.
I wouldn't know. I mean, there's. What, let me see. The action. It's kind of brutal. Man,
really brutal.
Like there's one or two moments where you
squibs as well. It's no,
I love that.
No
real
CGI,
real blood squibs. Real fucking
1980s movie making.
One or two. That's good. He's taking it old school, man.
No, I love that. I love that. There was one bit maybe you go, oh,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh man, there's like one bit. Oh, you're talking about
yeah. The one bit that actually made me go, oh.
There's another bit like. When
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, that bit as well. Yeah,
That bit.
It's visceral.
It's
really visceral.
oh, it is. It's like I said. I loved it. It's a beautiful movie on so many levels. It's not it's not a thought piece.
It's not an
It's not
intelligent.
intelligent.
Piece. It's not high art.
It probably won't get any Oscar nods.
It won't at all.
I mean, but great.
I really enjoyed it. I just said it's on quality level. It's somewhere in the middle. I really enjoyed it. It was a movie that was more than the sum of its parts.
Oh God, yeah.
For sure. It was a bare bones story. Some iffy acting by Tom Hardy of all people as well.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot to do. I mean, if you look, he only had maybe 15, 20 lines in the movie.
Yeah, and some of them were delivered really awkwardly.
It's not a good vehicle for him.
He really called
No
it in.
pun
I think.
intended.
He called it in. I think it wasn't. He's not going to be winning over new fans. I don't think.
Well, he said like during filming he fucking hated George Miller because he was really unhappy about being in Tunisia in the sand doing all this shit, and then he watched the movie at Cannes and he publicly apologized. He was like, "Dude, you made a masterpiece. I'm so fucking sorry."
Yeah, he did call it in. It's every ounce a called in performance. It's not a great performance. It's not terrible.
He's not
It
bad.
does the job.
Yeah.
It adds to his mystique, I suppose, as Max.
Yeah.
He's very aloof through the whole movie, and it does
Oh, he really
add
is.
to that in a way, but you can tell that he's not enjoying himself at all.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron looks like she's having the ball. Mr. Bad Guy's having the time of his life.
Mr. Bad
And
Guy.
Knox is having a
Aye,
fucking...
aye, Nicholas Hoult.
He really took that opportunity and ran with it, didn't he?
Oh man, he was loving it. He's
What a
in
great
some
performance.
shit, by the way.
What a great
Fucking
performance. So it was just the very start. The first 15 minutes of his character really brings he's fucking
I
insane.
live, I die, I live again.
What a beautiful day!
What a beautiful day.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
He was really good.
Yes,
He was really good. And Tom Hardy, no.
No. You know, fucking Rosie Huntington-Whiteley's in it.
I never
Jesus.
recognised her.
That like
I never recognised her.
I only know her name because it's the most English-sounding name you could say. Like I always imagine saying that with like a monocle. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. That's how you say that. I'm sure that's how. Yeah. She's in it for a bit.
For a bit. Several people are in it for a bit.
And then they're in it in bits.
Yes.
No! Here, once or twice when you saw like some of the other like tribe guys, did you think sand people, Tuscan Raiders?
Yes. I was going to say it was right at the start
Yeah.
where they come out of the ground. I was thinking Tuscan Raiders.
Tuscan fucking Raiders, right?
Just like the sniper rifle.
And then you made you and like on the way back, you were like, hey man, you know those canyons?
I'm pretty sure it was the canyons from the Phantom Menace. And also Charlize Theron has binoculars that she borrowed from Luke Skywalker. The two eyepieces in the telescope.
You think?
Yeah.
Alright.
Borrowed it. And there was one scene on a motorbike
Yes.
that was very reminiscent of the land speeder.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's Star Wars.
It's fucking Star Wars.
Star Wars is Mad Max. Firm.
Would you watch another one?
Yes. Yes. Yes, all day long.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mad Max 2, make it happen.
Mad Max 5? By Fast and Furious rules, the 5th movie should be excellent.
Yes.
Because, like, that's how it goes, okay? Like, the first one is good, the second one is shit, the third one is the one we all try to forget.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth one gets better, and the fifth one is gold. Like,
Yeah.
alright?
Yeah,
and
that's
that
all
also
that.
applies to, like, the X-Men franchise. You've got X-Men 1, good.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men 2, critically acclaimed.
Yes.
X-Men 3, we all try to forget it.
Yes.
Origins Wolverine,
That never happened.
fucking terrible. First class.
Excellent. Awesome.
See? You see?
Mm.
So if you get to 5 movies, that's when, you know, all of this has happened before and all this will happen again.
Doesn't work with Star Wars though.
No.
Clone Wars
Star
would be
Wars
fun,
has
right?
it. Star Wars has its own thing. You've got the machete rules for Star Wars.
What is that?
Machete rules?
I just thought Machete was shit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no. I'll tell you afterwards. It's a whole thing. All right. So, yes, this was Mr. Love Lover Pedigree. Go and follow him. I'll put your code in the description. You got Facebook and Twitter and shit, right?
I do. Mr. Lava on everything. Can't miss me.
All of it.
Can't miss me.
He's all there.
Can't
He's in
miss
there.
me. You can't miss the hand hearts. The hand hearts are for you. All of you.
Wow. Alright, so yeah, so if you like this video, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz, and goodbye, YouTube.